Hi everyone. In this video, I want to go over my progress on a PC game that I'm currently developing. Um, it has no name yet, but it's just kind of been a little passion project of mine I've been working on also since July. So there's not much you can do right now. So there's like a placeholder title screen, start and quit buttons. Quit exits the game. Start puts you in this level. It's not this level obviously won't be in the final game. It's just something I made for testing things like lighting, and just movement and stuff. So I made every sprite by myself that you see here, inspired by some YouTube videos like tutorials on Godot and Unity and game dev in general. There's plenty of great creators out there that really helped me get started on this project. Although I'm not super far into it, I mean, a lot of work has already gone into this. So, I mean, as you can see, I have made animations for idle from all sides for the character. And there's a little circle that indicates to the player where their character is at the moment. Um, I made this little enemy here um, that if you touch it, you lose health. So the player has 8 bars, I guess, of health. So when you hit 8 times, I don't have that handled yet, so the game just crashes. But hey, it happens. Game dev. Anyway, that head icon is just taken straight from the sprite. I just put a border on it. So if you go to this guitar and you press the E button, it will be attached to the character's back. And you press left click. I made a little sprite there, and it fires off a projectile. It doesn't do anything yet because I haven't given a hitbox to this little slime guy. But it has physics. I don't really want it to have physics, um, but it does have physics. So I mean, there's a lot for me to work on still for this application game. This is my first actual like attempt at making any kind of video game for any platform. Godot has been really nice to use. I'm still conflicted on whether or not I like it more or less in Unity. There's a couple things that are just way harder in Godot. Like for an example is the lighting. So if I turn around, even though I'm in broad daylight, my character still has a shadow over them. It should not be the case, right? And messing with directional lighting did not fix this. I'm so lost on fixing it. It's super easy to fix in Unity and Unreal, but for something like Godot, I just couldn't figure out how to do it. This is Godot 3, by the way, so maybe in Godot 4, this is something that gets addressed. Doesn't matter really either way. I mean, this is just a passion project. I don't know if I'll actually end up releasing this to the public. Maybe. Um, Maybe I might put it on like the Play Store or something, make it for Android. That's what a lot of this UI is actually centered around. I know I said PC in the beginning, but um, it could be for both because when you press escape, I made these little play and pause icons. Um, or stop. So when you press escape, the game pauses. Right now, my code is a mess. I will show it to you in a second, along with my scene. This is right now my only like actual like main scene besides player scene, guitar scene, um, slime scene, etc. Let me show you that the code. I'm just warning you. It is kind of a mess. I haven't made anything to any components or anything like that yet. So as you can see here, I've placed everything in a 3D area. The stack body 3D is what makes up this world. Um, the collision is a little messy on here. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like the player can go off the edge here. But for the slime, it is just a collision shape, sprite, and animation player that plays sprite animation. All the sprites, by the way, were made in a sprite. So I just want to show you these. I mean, these were fun. These were fun to make. It was definitely hard. I've never done any sprite work before in my life. Um, so doing something like this was definitely out of my comfort zone, right? I mean, the side run animation ended up being super long because of the pattern I wanted before I got it right, so it could like loop properly. I'm just scrolling through all these animations. Sorry. playing the guitar, and then the hurt. The player, I put a transparent red over the player, give them a little, make a little owl face. Um, but yeah, so that's sprite work. So the scene, I placed a guitar here. It's interactable. Where's the guitar? Here. So it's in the player script. That let me look. I didn't really make a. I think I did interact for the thing. No, I did. Yeah. Okay. So interact is the E button. You map that in the project settings. So check and pick up a guitar. I mean, this player script is super long. This is what I meant by the code being a mess. I've had this for me is like a huge learning curve just in general. I've never had to make my code into components before or anything like that, especially not like this. So obviously you could um, make the code a lot more readable if you were to make the HP or the hitbox into different components that you then attach to the characters. That's what a lot of people do in these game engines, and that's what makes them so convenient. I don't know how to do this. I'm still working on it. So hopefully by the next time I give some kind of update on this game, it will have those features because I'm learning slowly but surely. I started using GitHub for version control. I'm starting to get nervous. um, but yeah, I mean, a lot of this is fairly basic for Godot. It captures the map. I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot that you could do here. I mean, you run the animation. Everything's linked together. I have all these references ready here. This is programmed in GD script, so not C sharp. I do have a Unity project in C sharp that I will upload to the YouTube video as a YouTube video when I feel like it is ready for any sort of demonstration. Hopefully, maybe in the next week. I need to work on that a lot over the next couple of days. Have already show all of you, but I digress. This function I just was the last thing I worked on before I paused my development on this project for my last semester of university. Shooting the projectile, shoots the music notes, which I have attached an animation player and all of that. I don't want to go too much in the code today. I just really just want to show you that this is something that I'm working on. More of a proof of concept for now, but I would like to make it into an actual game. I have a friend who's interested in developing the music, and that's actually the friend I based the character model off of. Great person. Very excited to work with them. So I just have all these functions for playing animations. So basically, I have functions that check what keys are being held down, if the player is being moved, or there's distance from the guitar. All these checks that enable these different animations to play or allow the player to pick up the guitar, for example, taking damage from the slime, which plays the hurt animation. So basically, every animation requires some kind of function to go with it. You die, the application crashes. It's over. I probably should have it go back to the main scene, but next update video, I guess this is all, like I said, a proof of concept. This was hard to figure out for me for some reason. It took me a really long time to figure out how to pause the game tree while still capturing mouse input. So here's that toggle pause menu. But yeah, I made my own spring arm here. I have a script for it. Where's my script? Script. Oh, I think it's actually in here. Spring arm. Yeah. I didn't make that into a component. Yeah, like I said, it's messy. It's messy code, but it's beautiful. I really enjoyed my experience with this so far. I look forward to when the semester cools down, or probably when it's over, so I can get back to work on this. I'm pretty passionate about this, and I think doing a project like this really strengthened the respect that I have for video game developers. I guess I didn't realize how difficult it was to get everything working, especially the artwork. It takes a long time to design these sprites and give them animations. I mean, they look simple, right? A lot of these are 2-3 frames, but it's hard, right? I mean, I look at this, someone like me who's only done, well, until like the last semester when I actually started doing projects, who's only done like sort of data structures and algorithms type of stuff, learning the science part of computer science. Someone like me looking at nothing, thinking I'm going to make a video game from this. It is really stressful. It's really confusing and really time consuming to really get into it, especially when I'm developing every part of this application except for the music. Um, so yeah, I mean, I recommend trying Godot if you are interested in game development or something like that. Um, I will. I guess I'll just show you guys a little more of the game. That's about it. What I have. So I mean, I guess I showed it off in the beginning, but now that you've seen all the animations, you can see how they play. And each, I do have that the player is in its own scene. The guitar is in its own scene. Um, and this health is actually, let me show you this really quick while I'm here, because I do want to show that part of the code off. That was fun. The 2D part of, I'm looking, should be planes 2D. Ah, here it is. Yes. This menu icon with this health container. The script is pretty fun. Health UI.gd. This was hard to do. Also for me, this is kind of a component. I'm not. I don't think it's really a component. You can consider it a component, but yeah, you have the head sprites, the notes container, which is just how I've arranged the notes in the scene. The music notes, which I also all made and animated. Um, and I have it export somewhere. I have it emit a signal. Didn't I? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, well, either way. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing too crazy. It just keeps track of the player's health, and when the player gets hit, it changes the amount of notes displayed on the screen. Because I have a note for, I have an animation and picture for like 7/8 notes, or when you get hit, it turns into a quarter note, which is a little counterintuitive, I know, but if you are like a musician, but yeah, I mean, these physics are still like basic, kind of like basic Godot physics for now, but I just wanted to show off more of the game and talk a little more. Um, I showed this off. So yeah, I mean it's my progress on this game so far. It's been a lot of fun, really difficult, but it's really nice to like push out of my comfort zone for projects such as these, and hopefully either today or sometime later in the week I can cover more of the projects that I've been working on for the last couple of months. Because I'd love to show you all everything that I've been working on. Goodbye. Thank you.